a biological astronaut suit made from different elements of the planet. And utilizing that suit, in other words, you are able to manipulate and move through this particular dimension. You are spirit. You are part of the Almighty creation. And being part of the Almighty creation, that makes you a creator also. Now, if you're having problems on this planet or in this world, it's problems that you created unconsciously by making bad choices. And following Satan is one of the worst choices that you can make. But before this video is over, I'm going to tell you how to free yourself from Satan, because it's very simple. Now, let's look at this particular set here and understand what is happening. You have submitted to Satan unconsciously by calling anything a God over you. As I said before, there's nothing superior to anything, and there's nothing inferior to anything in creation. Everything makes up creation. Everything depends on something in creation to support it. There will never be a destruction of you, but you can spend, in other words, eternity with Satan, being that he will deceive you, or you can spend eternity being free to continue creating. Satan do not allow you to create except chaos for him. Now, as we move along, I want you to understand that religions and governments, they were never created to serve you. They were created to serve those that created them. Religion, in other words, is a unit that is used against the people, even though they make it appear that it's used for the salvation of the people, when really it's for the destruction of the people. Politics and so forth, and the governments, they are used the same way. They are also fictional characters. They don't exist in reality. They can only exist in your mind. Now, this is why when you look at any identification you have coming from the government, all of your name is printed in uppercase letters. All of them in uppercase letters. That represents the fact that they have deemed you to be a corporation, a 14th Amendment citizen, which is fictional. In reality, your name should be printed with upper and lowercase letters. That represents the human being. You notice the human being has a sign for everything that the fictional character with your name and your identity, in other words, do. It takes a signature to bind yourself to these things. The state, the county, the federal government, and of course, the Pope, the Queen, and the Anunnakis are all working in concert to take your energy and your wealth, and most of all, your faith in self. They take your faith in self by telling you how much their God loves you, and that you must submit to him to be blessed. The humans are never supposed to submit to anything because they are not beneath anything, and they are not above anything. You might respect each other by bowing to each other, You might respect authority in organizations by understanding that organization is built in a structural manner, where one person might have a little more authority in the job place or in the organization than another. But in real life, no person is superior to another. Religions, as you can see easily, they have never gotten along with each other. It's always a divide and conquer thing. One religion is always against another one. Where did these religions come from? They came from the mind and the genius of Satan, which is a deceptive mind that will tell you anything they think you want to hear, will promise you anything that they think that you want, but they never deliver. Now, the way they get you caught up in this is by you taking pledges, in other words, to the church, taking pledges at school when you take pledges to the flag, taking pledges to fraternities, taking pledges to the Masonic order. All of these things are illegal. I won't say illegal because illegal, in other words, is what you call a legalese term, which legalese is fictional. This is why they can change laws or do anything anytime they want. The only laws that is in natural creation is only three. That's the law of creativity, which you practice, the law of creativity, which you practice, the law of regulation, which comes under nature. Nature regulates everything in its particular area, and the nature of association, which is where contracts, agreement, and everything come under. You can't have a contract unless it has full disclosure. Now, full disclosure means there's no hidden things in the contract. But if you notice, virtually everything that people sign to, they never get full disclosure. So that voids the contract with Satan. All you have to do to come out from under Satan is say, I void my pledge, my oath, my vows, and all my promises, and any contract that was made without full disclosure. Now once you do that, and then you say, I affirm, I affirm, I affirm. Now once you do that, you are free of Satan. This world works on the words and the power of the words, which can be audible or can be written. There would be no consciousness if there was no words. Words, in other words, is a tool of creativity. Words come audibly, they come in thought, they come through imagination. Imagination comes from the cosmic consciousness. When you get an idea or a thought that you haven't had before, there was cosmic consciousness downloading that into you. But it downloads it in a way where you can take that particular idea and bring it into creation, simply because you are a creator. You are the creator. And the reason I say you are the creator is because creation is one. And if you are part of that one, and everything in creation is part of that one, then that makes everything in creation be creator. Satan is here to disrupt things, to guide you down the wrong path, which he has deceived mostly everyone